not minutes. An hour a day, spaced in between a kleptomaniac and an exhibitionist, between lunch and dinner, between Phil Donahue and Dan Rather, between sleepless nights, endless weekends. But my memories, oh, they come too easily. Sometimes they won't even let you finish a thought. They come galloping out mid-sentence. I know if I could only finish, the thought they would go away.
I'm afraid.
Don't be. I cannot make you say or do anything that you do not wish to say or do. Sit back and relax, all right? Fine. Now, imagine that you are listening to a chorus of angels. Their music is so beautiful and so real that you can touch it. It surrounds you like a very warm and comfortable pool of water. The water is so warm that you hardly know it's there. All the muscles in your body are melting into the pool. The water is just under your chin. But you must remember that this water is music. And even if you are submersed in it, you can still breathe freely and deeply. Now the water covers your chin, your mouth, your nose, and your eyes. Close your eyes, Agnes. Thank you. When I count to 3, you will wake up. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Who am I?
Dr. Livingston,
And why am I here?
help me
Good. Would you like to tell me why you're here?
because I'm in trouble.
What kind of trouble? What kind of trouble, Agnes?
I'm afraid
Of what?
of telling you.
But it's easy. It's only a breath, a sound. Say it. What kind of trouble?
I had a baby.
How did you have a baby?
It came out of me.
Did you know it was going to come out?
Yes.
Did you want it to come out?
No.
Why?
Because I was afraid.
Why were you afraid?
Because I wasn't worthy.
To be a mother?
Yes.
Why?
May I open my eyes now?
Not yet. Very soon. But not yet. Do you know how the baby got into you?
It grew.
What made it grow, do you know?
Yes.
Would you like to tell me?
No.
Did you know from the beginning that you were going to have a baby?
Yes.
How did you know?
Just knew.
What did you do about it?
I drank lots of milk.
Why?
Because that's good for babies.
You wanted the baby to be healthy.
Yes.
Well, then why didn't you go to a doctor?
No one would believe me.
That you were having a baby?
No, not that.
What wouldn't they believe? Agnes, did anyone else know about the baby?
Yes.
Who?
I don't want to tell you.
Did you tell this other person, or did this other person guess?
She guessed.
One of your fellow sisters?
Yes.
Will she be angry if you tell me her name?
She made me promise not to.
All right, Agnes. I'm going to ask you to open your eyes in a moment, and when you do, I want you to see your room at the convent. It's the night about 4 months ago when you were very sick.
I'm afraid.
Don't be. I'm here, all right? Now, tell me what you did that night before you went to bed.
I ate
What did you have for dinner?
fish and Brussels sprouts.
You don't like Brussels sprouts?
I hate them.
What else?
Some coffee. We had sherbet for dessert. That was special.
And then what?
We got up, cleared the table, and went to the chapel for vespers.
Yes.
I left early because I wasn't
want you to open your eyes and to see your room at the convent as it was on that night. What do you see?
My bed.
What else is in the room?
A chair.
Where's that?
Here.
Anything else?
Crucifix.
Oh, God, the bed.
Yes.
Anything else? Agnes? What do you see? Something different?
Yes.
Something that's not normally in the room?
Yes.
What is that?
A waste paper basket.
Do you know who put it there?
No.
Why do you think it's there?
For me to get sick in.
Are you ill?
Yes.
What do you feel?
A pain in my stomach.
What do you
God, it's as if I'm eating glass. I try to throw up. I can't. It's glass. One of the sisters is spending glass. I don't know which one. It's because they're jealous, that's why.
What?
Of me. Oh, God. Oh, my God, water. It's all water.
Why doesn't anyone come?
They can't hear me.
Why not?
They're all in vespers.
Can you get them?
I can't. It's clear across the other side of the building. Oh, I don't want this to happen. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Where are you?
On my bed. Oh my God.
What?
My God.
What? What do you see?
Get away from me.
Who is it?
Go away. I don't want you here.
Is someone in the room with you, Agnes?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Agnes.
Please don't touch me. No, I don't want to have this baby now. I don't want to have this baby. Why are you making me do
Agnes,
this?
it's all right. No one is going to hurt you.
You're trying to hurt my baby. You're trying to take my baby. You're trying to hurt my baby! You're trying to take my baby! Stay in! Stay in!
Help her.
Bitch! It was a mistake, Mommy! Whore! It's not my fault, Mommy! Liar!
One, two, three. It's all right. It's all right. It's me. It's Dr. Livingston. It's all right. Thank you. Thank you. How do you feel?
Frightened?
Well, it's hard enough going through it once, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you remember what just happened?
Yes.
Good. You feel well enough to stand?
You've formed your opinion of her, haven't you?
She's a very disturbed young woman, but I don't feel
Her
that's
job is done.
Well, yes, as far as the court is concerned, but personally, certainly.
I don't think you were asked to become personally involved.
But I am.
And I'm asking you to get the hell out. If you want to hire a psychiatrist for Agnes, go find our own. Thank you.
One who asks the questions you want asked.
One who will approach this matter with objectivity and respect
For you.
for Agnes.
You still believe that my interference will destroy some special aura?
She is a remarkable person.
That doesn't make her a saint.
I never said she was.
But that's what you believe, isn't it?
That she's been touched by God? Yes.
Prove that to me. She sings. Is that unique? She hallucinates, stops eating, bleeds spontaneously. It's not supposed to convince me that she shouldn't be touched. I want a miracle, nothing less. Then I'll leave her be. The father. Who is he?
Why must he be anybody?
You're as crazy as the rest of your family is.
I don't know if it's true. I just think it might be possible.
How?
I don't know.
Do you think a big white dove came flying in through her window?
No, I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
that would be a little scary, wouldn't it? Second coming stopped by hysterical nun.
This is not the second time. Don't misunderstand.
Just said that there wasn't any father.
If this is true, and I mean if, it is nothing more than a slightly miraculous scientific event.
Nothing more. Oh, come on, Mother. You don't really expect me to believe garbage like that, do
Believe
you?
what you like. I only told you because you asked for a miracle.
If this is some miracle of science, there must be a reasonable explanation.
But a miracle is an event without an explanation. That's why people like you fail to believe, because you demand an explanation. And when you don't get one, you create one.
What the hell are you talking about?
Unanswered questions, tiny discrepancies in what people like you say is the way of the world.
This is insane.
The mind is a remarkable thing, Dr. Livingston. You know that as well as I do. People bend spoons, stop watches, Zen archers, split arrows down the center, one after another. We haven't begun to explore the mind's capabilities. If she's capable of putting a hole in her hand without the benefit of a nail, why couldn't she split one tiny cell in her womb?
Hysterical parthenogenesis, is that what you mean?
What?
The female's ability in lower life forms to reproduce alone.
I don't pretend to understand.
Well, if frogs can do it, then why not Agnes?
2,000 years ago, some people believe a man was born without a father. Today, no intelligent person accepts that without question. That's the nature of science. We want answers. But look at the answers we provide. The angel came to a woman in the shaft of light. Hysterical parthenogenesis. Those are the answers. The answers are crazy. If those are the answers, no wonder people like you don't believe in miracles.
The virgin birth was a lie, told to a cuckolded husband by a frightened wife.
That's a plausible explanation. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? Plausibility. But I believe it is also the nature of science to wonder. But we can only wonder if we're willing to question without finding all the answers.
But we can find them.
You can look for them. There's a difference. There was no man in the convent that night, and no way for any man to get in or out.
So you're saying God did it?
No, that's as much as saying Father Marshall did it. I'm saying God permitted it.
But how did it happen?
We'll never find the answer to everything, Doctor. 1 and 1 is 2, yes, but that leads to 4, and then 8, and then soon to infinity. The wonder of science is not in the answers it provides, but in the questions it uncovers. For every miracle it finally explains, 10,000 more miracles come into being.
I thought you said you didn't believe in miracles today.
But I want to believe. I want the opportunity to believe. I want the choice to believe.
What you are choosing to believe is a lie. Because you don't want to face the fact that she was raped or seduced, or that she did the seducing.
She's an innocent.
But she's not an enigma. Everything that Agnes has done is explainable by modern psychiatry. She's an hysteric. She was molested as a child. She had no father, an alcoholic mother. She was locked in her home until she was 17, and in a convent till she was 21. 1, 2, 3, right down the line.
So that's what you believe. She's the sum of her psychological parts.
That's what I have to believe.
Then why are you so obsessed with her? You're losing sleep, thinking about her all the time, bent on saving her. Why? That's a question. No answer needed. I'm not accusing, I'm recognizing. The symptoms are very familiar. I know. I'm an expert on the disease. We're in this together, you and I.
So you believe that God permitted her to
Possibly.
possibly permitted her to have a child,
Not divine.
not divine, just a child, without benefit of man.
That's what I would like to believe, yes.
Without proof.
Definitely without proof. There's no infallible proof for virginity, only an absence of proof against it.
Well, then how do you explain the bloody sheets on the night of the conception?
I can't.
And why did the baby die?
I don't know.
Do you think God made a mistake and was trying to correct it?
Don't be absurd.
Or is this all a hoax? A cover-up to lead me down the garden path?
Why would I want to do that?
Because this is murder that we're talking about.
Murder?
You believe Agnes is innocent. Well, I believe she's innocent too of this crime. Like you about the other person in the room?
I'm concerned about her health and safety.
Who was that other person, Mother? Was it you?
If you persist in thinking of this as a case of murder, then it is the district attorney you should consult, not me. Definitely not Agnes.
Where are you going?
To the court to get you taken off the case.
Why, am I getting too close to the truth?
Doctor, I pray that someday
Agnes is innocent,
you'll
isn't she?
understand my
Isn't she?
Goodbye, doctor. And as for that miracle you wanted, it has happened. It's a very small one, but you'll notice it soon enough.
We're fighting.
Agnes, listen, you must help me. Has Mother Miriam ever threatened you in any
No.
way or frightened you?
Why are you asking me this?
Well, because I believe she may have threatened you.
Coming!
Agnes!
I won't see you again, will I?
Yes, you will, I promise. Agnes, who was in the room with you that night? You know?
Yes.
Well, who was it? For the love of God, tell me!
It was my mother.
Agnes!
Goodbye.
I dreamt that night that I was a midwife in a small private hospital in a faraway land. I was dressed in white and the room was white and a window was open and I could see mountains of snow all around. Below me on a table lay a woman prepared for a cesarean. She began to scream and I knew I had to cut the baby out as quickly as possible. I slipped a knife into her belly and reached to my wrists inside. Suddenly, I felt a tiny hand grab hold of my finger and begin to pull, and the woman's hands pressed on the back of my head, and the little creature inside drew me in to the elbows, to the shoulders, to the chin. But when I opened my mouth to scream, I woke up to find my sheets swaddled with blood. My rather sporadic menstrual cycle had ceased altogether some 3 years before, but on that night, it began again. What would I have done with a child? The next day, I asked for and received an order from the court allowing Agnes to return to my care. You see, I was so sure I was right. Well, as a doctor, perhaps I should have known better, but as a person, I'm not made of granite. I'm made of flesh and blood and heart and soul. This is it. The unfinished thought. The last breath. No alternate in sight.
You've won, haven't you?
Not at all, not yet.
Decided to take her apart.
I decided to hypnotize her again.
Hasn't she had enough?
And I wanted to ask you a few questions I wasn't able to before.
I'm all ears.
Because you very cleverly steered away from them. God, you're hiding something, and I want to know the truth.
Then ask.
Did Agnes ever say anything to you about not feeling well while she was carrying the child?
Yes, she did.
Then why didn't you send her to a doctor?
She wouldn't go.
Wouldn't she?
No, she was afraid.
Of what? That he would find something out? Is that what she told you, or did you guess that?
If you persist in persecuting me, I'm going to end this conversation.
I'm not persecuting you, I'm asking you
I'm
a
not
question.
make nuns.
Did you know she was pregnant?
Yes!
You didn't send her to a doctor.
It was too late.
What do you mean?
I didn't guess until
Don't waste those tears on me, Mother. Until when?
Until it was too late.
For what, abortion?
Not very ridiculous.
Too late for what?
I don't know, to stop it.
What, the baby?
The scandal. It was too late to stop it, but I had to try. I had to keep it quiet. I made a promise not to tell anyone. I needed time to think.
But you didn't get it, did you?
No. That night that she was ill, I knew.
That time had run out?
Yes.
So you went to her room to help her with the birth.
She didn't want help.
But you wanted the baby out of the way
That's
as
a
quickly
lie.
as possible.
That's a lie.
You hid the waste paper basket in the room.
I put it there for the blood and the dirty sheets.
And the baby.
I simply wanted her to have it when no one else was around. I would have taken the baby to the hospital and left it with them, but there was so much blood I panicked.
Before or after you killed the baby?
I left it with her. I went for help.
I doubt that's what she'll
And she's
say.
a goddamn liar. All right, let's finish this.
Hello, Agnes.
Hello.
I'd like to ask you some more questions. Is that all right?
Yes.
And I'd like to hypnotize you again. Is that all right too?
Yes.
Good. Here. Sit down. Relax. You're going to enter the pool of water again, only this time, I want you to imagine that there are holes in your body and the warm water is flowing into these holes. Behind your eyes, warm, so clean, like prayer. Your eyes are getting so heavy, so sleepy. Close your eyes, Agnes. When I count to 3, you will wake up. Agnes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Who am I?
Dr. Livingston.
And who's with me?
Mother Mary LaBrue.
Fine. Now, Agnes, I'm going to ask you some questions, but I want you to keep your eyes closed, all right?
Yes.
I want you to remember, if you can, one night, about a year ago, it was a Saturday night, when one of the sisters in the convent died.
Sister Paul.
The night Sister Paul died. Do you remember?
Yes.
What's the matter?
I like Sister Paul.
Agnes. What happened that night?
She sent me to bed early.
Who did?
Mother.
Did you go to bed?
Yes.
Imagine that you are in your room. Tell us what you see.
When I woke up,
What time was it?
I don't know, it's still dark.
Do you see anything?
Not at first, but
What?
someone is in the room.
Are you frightened?
Yes.
What do you do?
Who is it? Who's there?
Agnes?
Is it you? Well, yes, I do, but I'm afraid. Why me? Wait! I want to see you!
What do you see?
Flower. Waxy and white. Drop of blood sinking into the petals, flowing through the veins. Tiny hymn. Millions of halos, divine, divine. Feathers are stars falling, falling into the eyes of God's eye. Oh, it's so lovely. It's so blue, yellow, green leaves, brown blood.
Miriam, don't you?
Yes.
Mother Miriam was with you, wasn't she?
Yes.
You saw the whole thing, didn't you?
Yes.
She took the baby in her arms.
Yes.
And then what did she do? Agnes, what did she do?
She left me alone with that little thing, and I looked at it, and I thought, this is a mistake. But it's my mistake, not Mommy's mistake. God's mistake. I thought, I can save her. I can give her back to God.
What did you do?
I put her to sleep.
How?
I tied the cord around her neck and wrapped her in the bloody sheets and stuffed her in the trash can.
No. 1, 2, 3. Mother. Mother, please. You were right. She remembered it. And all this time I thought she was some unconscious, innocent. Thank you, Dr. Livingston. We need people like you to destroy the lies that ignorant folk like myself pretend to believe. Mother. But I will never forgive you for what you've taken from me. You should have died, not your sister, you.
Why are you crying? I do believe. I do. Oh no. Oh my God. My sweet lady, no! Don't leave me too! I'll be good. I won't be your bad baby. No, Mommy! I don't want to go with you, no! Stop pulling me, Mommy! Your hands are hot! Stop pulling me! You're burning me! I stood in my window every night for a week, until one night I heard the most beautiful voice imaginable. It was coming from the middle of the wheat field outside of my room. I looked out to see the moon shining down upon him. For 6 nights, he sang to me songs I had never heard. And on the 7th night, he came into my room, opened up his wings, and lay atop me, all the while singing, Charlie's neat and Charlie's sweet, and Charlie he's a dandy. Every time he goes to town, he gets his girl some candy. Over the river and through the trees, over the river to Charlie's. Over the river and through the trees to bake a cake for Charlie. Charlie's neat and Charlie
seduction, and the father was a field hand. Or perhaps the song was simply a remembered lullaby, sung many years before, and the father was hope and love and desire, and a belief in miracles. I never saw him again. The following day, I removed myself from the case. Mother Miriam sent Agnes to a hospital, where she stopped eating and singing, and where she died. Why? Why was a child molested and a baby killed and a mind destroyed? Was it to the simple end that not 2 hours ago, this doubting, menstruating, non-smoking psychiatrist made her confession? What kind of a God would allow such a wonder one as her to come trampling through this well-ordered existence? I want a reason. I want to believe that she was less. And I do miss her. And I hope that she has left something, some little part of herself with me.